Hi, I'm Stavros and welcome back to King's Truck Styling here in County Clare in Ireland. I have two trucks to show you around today, guys. The Scania 770S V8 and look behind, we've got a Scania T-Cab, the 164G V8 580. I'll be giving you a short look around that. But anyway, let's concentrate more on the 770S. King's Truck Styling have done a lot of work to it. Let's check it out. Okay, finished here in sapphire blue metallic. Very nice colour from the Scania lineup of colours, which are actually quite limited for the S series when it comes to choosing your Scania paint colours. But you can see up on top there, Kings have fitted this light bar up on top with those spotlights, and you can just about see the very low profile flashing beacon up there on top as well. So when the lights are off, you can hardly even notice that on top. And then we've got the light bar at the lower part here and the spotlights there. Scania actually have a new design of spotlight for these trucks now. It's slightly different, and also these lamps here on the grille are slightly different as well on the newer models of Scania. So you see there, Kings have changed the look of the visor here as well. They've painted all the lower part and put blue at the lower part of the sun visor, and you see you have the 3 LEDs in the center of the sun visor and the light bar. So this truck belongs to Atlantic Plant Hire. So yeah, and you've got the big bar at the front as well, the spotlights on the inside of the bar and all the strobe lights built in as well. And you see the ebony black has been continued up here and also all around the frame of the window, and the mirrors have been painted here as well, and the ebony black all around the frame there of the mirror. And so everything that was chrome is now gold. Door handles, strips here, and the Scania badge all painted in gold. So that's what the owner wanted Kings to do here. So yeah, it's looking very well. 3,700 Newton meters of torque. So this one is the double drive, so heavy haulage, and it's running on Michelin's. Yeah, so I'll have an update on the Michelin's on my truck, actually, how they're wearing at the rear. I'll have an update on that coming in the next month or two. And they fitted this light here as well, so it's handy in reverse, just gives you extra light. King's Truck Styling there, and nice logo there for the owner as well on the truck. Now this is very nice what Kings have done here. So they've done the big V8 sign, but look, they have incorporated all of the plant hire that this company hires out, so you can hire them out to do all your construction work. So very good. And you see there the chassis. Now Kings are going to do all of the chassis at a later stage, but the owner wants the truck for the moment, so we'll be back to get all the chassis work done. So it's pretty much standard from the factory here, but they did have the Kelsa air bar fitted, so you see all the lights all around that air bar. But this is a nice little detail. Now usually the Kelsa badge or sign is usually black and red, but it's matched in to the colour of the truck. So just a small little detail there, but nice touch. And the 770 horses there on the back, and they've also done the Scania badge there, gold. So this is all done by Kings as well. All of the lights at the back, and they have spotlights there. When you put it into reverse, you've got more lights from them up on top, more bars, and all of the air deflector kit as well. So these are brake lights, indicators and parking lights, so they have all those functions. So it's all nicely finished off at the back of the cab there. Scania are now fitting these big black plastic boxes here. It must have to do with emissions on these newer trucks. Now this one doesn't have it, but there are V8s coming with that unit. So on the last truck I showed you, it was one of the super 13 litre Scanias, and I had this big unit here stuck to the diesel tank taking up a load of space, but this one doesn't have it. But there are V8s coming from Scania that will have those on the tanks. So it eats into tank space obviously on the chassis, but unfortunately yeah, that is the way things are going. And yeah, Michelin's, as I said already, this one here has weights here. The alloys that I have on the S580 doesn't have any weights. So, and this one doesn't have any weights on the driver's side. So, is there a need for them? I don't know. But my one doesn't have them. And the AdBlue is in the middle of the chassis. Same fifth wheel as the one I have. You just pull it and you can drive up and down when you're hooked up to a trailer just to adjust that fifth wheel. King's fitted this light and also this piece here and this plate just to cover it up. Now they are going to be covering that at a later stage as well, just with a nice cover. And they also did this piece here as well, so nicely finished off there just at the top of the side skirt. So we move around to the rear. The owner did go for the double lamps at the rear, and by the way, Scania have a new design of a rear light as well, so it's coming on the newer trucks. It's a total redesign of these lights. Now hopefully they're better sealed. My one let in water and it all shorted out, so I had to get a new back lens. And yeah, King's put the cover on the back there as well, just to cover up that air tank. And yeah, the number plate will be in the middle there because it's usually underneath one of those rear lamps, of course. Handy little feature here as well, when you're jump starting another truck, you can put your positive here. So let me just open that. Yeah, connect your positive there and your negative here, and you can jump start another truck if you wish. So handy. And yeah, your sapphire blue metallic covering up the battery box there as well. So moving around to the driver's side. Yeah, and you can see as well, I've pointed this out before as well, there is an actual cut here. Would you believe? There is a cut right there, and then it's welded and polished over, so you can't notice it at all. It's seamless. So great work done here by King's. Yeah, so I think we'll hop inside and give it a start up. And yeah, you can see the gold there as well instead of the chrome look. So they just have a warning there as well, always apply the handbrake before exiting the cab. And yeah, it is a bit raised up, it's just a bit raised up, but yeah, it is on air at the front, so you can do that if you want a different height on the truck. And yeah, all of the usual controls there as well, heating and ventilation, lumbar support. So yeah, this one actually does have the clutch pedal, which is very good for heavy haulage, setting off in the lower gears, so I like that. And yeah, just the indicators are flashing there, the hazards. And yeah, just a different mat as well to the one I have. This is all carpet and then just leather around here. And yeah, you got the red stitching as well on the V8 pack. And yeah, the bunk is quite comfortable, and the sign there at the back as well. Everything else is pretty much standard. The bunk there with the ladder, and King's fitted these lamps here as well, just to give it a nice bit of a touch there at night, which is quite good. This one actually, would you believe, I can't believe drivers are actually still fitting these CBs. So if you want to listen to a lot of BS, you can turn that on if you want. I wouldn't have one of them for love nor money, but anyway, each to their own. So let's start it up, give you a sound of the engine. Oh yeah, it's actually quite quiet on startup. King's haven't fitted the stacks though. Yeah, we'll be over to have a look at that shortly. Oh yeah, one thing I did notice with this truck as well, they've done away with the rotary switch here for the lamps. You see that? It's gone. So the rotary switch for turning on your lamps is gone. So they've gone to switches. So to be honest with you, I hardly ever use my one. I always keep it on auto. So maybe that's why Scania have done away with it. So that's just something I noticed. Now, at the touch of a switch here as well, you can turn off all of the extra lights that King's have fitted to this truck just by one switch. So it's very handy because some countries don't like all of these extra lights on trucks. So that's the reason why that was fitted. And yeah, let's just give it a quick hoot of the air horn. Oh yeah, not bad. And you'll notice we have black here, a piano black. On the one that I drive, it's all silver here, and it's black here. It will be silver on some trucks, and it's wood on the one that I drive. So just something else I noticed there as well. That's usually either wood, or in this case it is just matte black. So Kings have put all this bank of fuses, and down here as well they've put a bunch of fuses, and you see all of these relays down here as well. So a huge amount of work goes into these trucks, and you've got a full diagram there as to where all of the fuses are for. even down to the little detail there as well. All of the graphics here for the lights. So yeah, it's all done here. So a lot of work on these trucks, but yeah, they do a hell of a lot of work here with the stacks as well, if you want stacks fitted to your truck. But yeah, that is handy, that clutch pedal, alright, for setting off really slowly with heavy haulage. So yeah, let's just give one more hoot of the horn while we're sitting here with the door open. Okay, let's just knock it off. Right, we'll hop out and I'm going to walk over to the T-Cab. Yeah. Okay, sapphire blue metallic. The V8 770S. Would you believe that this truck did not come with painted back mudguards? They were actually unpainted, and Kings had to paint them. I mean, my one came with painted rear mudguards, so I don't know why this one didn't. But anyway, maybe it was an option back then. I don't know. I've no idea. But yeah, the air horn's up on top there as well. So there are just minor changes to the newer trucks. Okay, so this is the difference in the two spotlights on the bumper. So the old one, and this is the new one. So you can see how they differ there. This one was built in Scania's Netherlands factory, but the T-Cab here was built in Sweden. So it is the real McCoy. Okay, so yeah, let's just hop in here and just give you a quick look. Now, one thing I didn't even know about these trucks, would you believe it? Silver edition. So what does that give you? Well, not much. It's pretty much like the Crown edition. That didn't give you much either. But anyway, let's just hop inside. Now you do of course have the flat floor in the T-Cab and the big long gear stick as well. So you see, with the silver edition, we have silver all along the steering wheel here as well. And it's almost like, it's supposed to look like a polished aluminium finish here. If I zoom in there and just give you a look, it is quite nice. It's not too bad all along the dashboard there. So it will be very familiar to all of you owners of 164 Scanias. So maybe you could do this to your dashboard instead of having the normal grey look or the wood look that some people go for. So we have the wood look on the 164 that we have. But this is actually quite nice. I like it. So let's give you a look inside the cab as well. It's got all the lockers there at the back, and of course the bunk above the windscreen here as well. So they're actually quite wide, you know. If I climb up here and just give you a look, it's quite a wide bunk when you're up here. Well, that, yeah. So it's actually wider than the bottom bunk. Now of course you wouldn't have a whole lot of headroom up here, but yeah, it's not too bad. And you have the ladder there as well for getting down, and your bottom bunk. So yeah, the old look of the fabric here. You can't seem to get this fabric anymore. It's as rare as hen's teeth now, getting this fabric. Now usually you see this fabric on the door cards as well, but probably on the silver edition they went for a leather look here on the side. I'm not too up to date on the silver edition on the Scanias, but yeah, the T-Cab here, 164G, the V8 580. Yeah, and your splitter switch there as well, and the range changes down here on the gearbox. Yeah, so a 3/3, split all the gears. Yeah, I think I'll give this one a start up as well, guys. Let's see what it sounds like. Heavy haulage on this one, 4-axle tractor unit. Okay, let's give it a go. Whoa! Yeah, just building up a bit of air at the moment. Oh, this one does have the retarder, yeah. Okay. Woo. Right, fairly loud. Yeah, it's a long enough throw, isn't it? For the gearbox. Okay. Okay. And your range change. Just give it a couple of more revs. Okay. Let's just hop out and give you guys a look around this truck. Oh, I better be careful hopping out. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's on alloys. It's Firestone there at the front and Bridgestone at the rear, the M729s. And you see there we have little lockers here at the side as well. So this truck would have a sub chassis as well. You can just see it there, look. So this is really heavy haulage on this 4-axle tractor unit. Now Kings are doing work to the exhaust stacks here at the back as well. That's why the truck is here. So move around, and yeah, so we've got the old lights as well, of course, at the back. I think you can upgrade these to LEDs, as far as I know. Some people do that. Some people like the originality though of the older ones. And let's just walk around the front here, just have a look. These are actually handy little guides, you know, with the lights up on top as well, to see where the corners of the truck are at the front. It's got the protection on the headlights there, and the spot lamps, and the bar of the lower part there as well. That's quite good. Yeah, JF Vaughan, the spotlights up on top. So yeah, just a quick bit of bonus footage there on the T-Cab. Great work by Kings. And let me just point you out this detail as well. And they didn't go for the window here, so they just painted it ebony black, but they continued the black out here. See on this line here of the cab? So it just kind of gives it a bit more structure at the side. So yeah, nice little touch there as well on the 770S. So yeah, this will be hitting the road pretty shortly, so you'll be able to spot it on the road in your travels. Atlantic Plant Hire, the 770S. Just about wraps us up today from King's Truck Styling here in County Clare in Ireland. I just thought I'd wait a bit later at night just to give you guys a look at the spotlights here, and I do hope you enjoyed looking around the 164G V8 580, the T-Cab as well. So look who's back, guys. Bobby! Woo! Bobby's back! Yeah, he's still here looking after Kings. Woo! Little Bobby. Yeah, so I do hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please do give it a thumbs up if you can, and I'll be back again for another video. Thanks for watching. Cheers! And Bobby is causing chaos here. Run, 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 run. Run, Bobby, run.